next we're gonna go into right. We kind of come to agreements on that. Should we give up seats for pregnant women? And I'm gonna preface this with how much. Well, we'll start with pregnant women and then eventually just go into like women in general. But how much should they be catered to? Pregnancy is not new. This is something that at least in their genes for since time began, in my assumption. So how much should they really be catered to? Like, should we automatically get up because we see a pregnant woman on the train or a bus? Should we go out of our way to do things that we wouldn't normally do for them if they weren't pregnant? So an example could be if you don't normally hold the door open for someone, should it be, oh, she's pregnant, let me hold the door open? Like, should they be babied? I mean, this is something it's not abnormal. This is part of their biology, the ability to get pregnant. So is this something where we should just make that exception, or should it be more on let them, be the strong women that they are? It's well known that women have a more mental endurance as compared to men, and that would make sense due to what their biology is going through and like not have to go through, but will go through if they decide to have a child or a family. So should we treat them as is, or should we go out our way in regards to pregnant women?
You want me to go first?
Okay.
I mean, that's if you want, yeah.
Okay. Put simply, how much extra weight does a woman have to carry if she has a baby? Just a guess.
Good question.
Good questions. Like, I'm not sure.
9 months pregnant, got a baby.
9 months pregnant. That
20
baby's
pounds.
Probably like, yeah.
I don't know how much it is. Let's just say 20 pounds.
Yeah, let's just say, yeah.
If any person was carrying around 20 extra pounds of weight, or whatever they're doing, say you're on the subway, are you gonna let them take your seat? Oh.
Yo, come on. Yo, come on.
Nah, I'm Googling it real quick.
Scared me.
Yo.
Yeah, it's a question.
Yo, you could have just cleared this out before. You could have just go to the second page.
Why are you making it hot?
You're the one that made it hot.
30 pounds. Extra 30 pounds.
30 pounds. Okay. All right.
And I'm guessing that's if they don't have that extra weight.
Somebody with extra 30 pounds of luggage.
You know, we're trying to find the chart. Okay.
All right, so we'll say like 30 to.
Oh boy, got mad tabs open.
30 to 40 pounds.
Okay, 30 to 40 pounds. Me personally, if I saw somebody struggling and they had 30 or 40 extra pounds of luggage or whatever, I'll offer. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think this whole thing is made a lot bigger of a deal than it really is.
Yeah, bro.
If you see somebody struggling or they're tired, okay, I'll offer my seat up to you. It's not that big a deal. If I'm good, I'll offer it. But at the same time, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to open the door for you. I don't have to do any of this. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart because I feel that you deserve it more than I do. Think about it like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, where is this question coming from, sort of? Because just me in general, just like knowing myself, I would allow that person, a pregnant woman, take my seat. Like, yeah, of course. Just like, I guess I usually hold the door open for like people that I see coming behind me anyway. So that goes too. Like going out of my way to like, what other stuff are we talking about? Like going out of like the way for that I wouldn't normally do, like that would apply for a pregnant woman.
Well, I think for you guys are very gentlemanly, so it would be a harder question for you guys to maybe
Huh?
grasp. But one of my coworkers basically said he doesn't hold the door open for women because of that whole equality thing. Like they're strong enough, and he feels like him holding the door is like babying them. Like they can are more capable of holding the door just as we are. And he said he does that for males as
Right.
well. It's not just like a male female thing. So he was saying the
Right.
same thing.
Right.
Like if
I
he's coming home from work and he's tired, like he doesn't have to get up. And sometimes, most of the time, he doesn't get up just because a woman is pregnant. Like this is something that she's able to or should be able to deal with. It's just part of her biology, her nature. So it's kind of
yeah.
like the concept of,
And
is that
I get
something
that
we
point.
have to
Okay.
do? And I feel like as a society,
No.
I witnessed it the other day actually. A pregnant woman came on the train, and this guy was sitting next to, I assume it was his girl or his friend, and they were talking, chatting it up. And there's another woman in front of them, and she's looking at him like, "Yo, get up!" But he's just having this conversation. And then the pregnant woman, she was fine, like she was holding on just like everybody else to the railing. And then the woman who's not even in the seat asks her, "Hey, do you want a seat?" And she's like, "No, I'm okay, thank you." And then she's like, "Are you sure?" And it's like, she's like, "No, I'm okay." And then the guy kind of looked like an asshole, so he kind of started feeling bad and was like, "Oh no, you could take my seat, you could take my seat." And then he got up and then she took the seat. So it's like it's this perception of like, oh, you have to like get up. Like if you don't get up, like there's something wrong with you. You're a toxic masculine or toxic man.
Let me break that story down.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you so worried about the pregnant lady getting a seat. The old girl who was giving a stank eye across from him. Why didn't she get
Hmm.
up and offer her? If you're so worried about it, you don't
Yeah,
She was
have,
standing.
exactly.
bro. There is no. Oh, she was standing.
Yeah,
So how you gonna offer a seat you don't have?
that's what I'm saying.
And like
That's
that's
something
just
simple. Nobody has to do anything. Nobody has to do anything.
bro,
Nobody has
that's
to get up off their seat. Nobody has to hold the door open. It's
that
just being nice. It
that's
shouldn't be
a
expected.
that's a statement of the
that's
world now.
that's the thing. It should not be
Like
expected.
that's a statement of like this is like just a state of like the world, social media. Like it'll make you think something you have to do, and it's just like no, like you don't have to do it. Some stuff is just the gentlemanly thing to do. Some things are just the nice thing to do for someone. It's just a
Forget
courteous.
that whole gentleman. Exactly. Forget the
Some
whole.
things
It's
are
a
just
gentleman.
courteous.
It's just nice. I'm just
It's
being
just
nice.
exactly, and
I
like
don't have to do anything.
people take things like such a wrong way. Like oh, like you should do, like you're supposed to. Like okay, if I was the X person, you don't know who's who. You don't know what kind of people these are.
Exactly.
So like
Stand up and do
trying
what
to
you got to
put
do.
trying to put people do this so much and it annoys me a lot because it's like trying to put your expectations onto somebody else that you
Exactly.
don't even know, onto some random stranger. It's like come on,
People
like you're
think
not supposed
everybody
to.
moves like them or should move like them.
Yeah, like you can't make somebody be built like you.